Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's video. My name is Jacob, and today what I'm going to be talking about is how to take you from something that looks like this to something that looks like this. So this interview setup is sort of inspired by the show Drive to Survive on Netflix. It's a show about Formula One racing, and it's very dramatic and it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But basically, they have these interviews that are really dramatic and moody looking, and I really like the look of it, so I wanted to try to replicate that and show you how to do that. So it's pretty simple to do. All you're going to need is a camera on a tripod. I have the Sony A7iv with a Sigma 24-70 on a little Manfrotto tripod, nothing fancy. And then off here to my left, I have a big key light. So I'm using the SmallRig 120B with a softbox on it, but you can really use anything. If you have a little LED panel or something, that's great too. Just you want to get light shining onto one side of your subject's face. And then you want to try to kind of make this Rembrandt looking triangle on the other side with this really moody dramatic fall off on this side where it's really shadowy and dark. And then right behind me I have a little Neewer LED panel that's shining light up onto the backdrop behind me, and you'll see it kind of gives it that nice weird like little gradient glow. That also gives me a little bit of outline kind of separation from the backdrop, and it gives the whole scene a little bit more depth. I'm going to turn it off for you so you can see what it looks like without that. Boom. So you can see without that little kicker light on the backdrop, it looks like I'm sort of floating around in space and it's almost artificial, and there's not as much depth to the scene. So I'm going to kick that back on. Bam. Yeah, now you have that nice kind of interview look, or documentary style looking interview. Okay, and this is the second angle that they use fairly often in the show, just to add a little bit more dramatic flair. So pretty basic setup. You can see off to my left is the black backdrop. In this case, they don't have anything lighting the backdrop. It's just straight up black, and then almost front and center on the subject you have your light with a little bit of a honeycomb grid. And what that does is it really helps direct the light onto the subject, and there's not any spill of light going out to the sides. So light placement here is pretty important. You want the light slightly off to the subject's side, but still fairly directly on, so that you have that nice light fall off on the side of their face. The more you move that light to the side opposite of the camera, the more dramatic that lighting is going to look. You can really just use these two angles, cut between those and some B-roll, and you can have a really nice looking documentary. If you guys have any questions about this, please comment below and I'll do my best to answer any of your questions as best I can. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up for me. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe to the channel, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace out.